Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. We are deep into the Rocket and Raygun Awards for 2018. Lots of fun categories, lots of winners out there. What an incredible year. We're moving on to our next category now, which is Best Action Adventure Game or Platformer. Let's take a look at EPN's nominees. Celeste, developed and published by Matt Makes Games. God of War, developed by Sony Santa Monica, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Red Dead Redemption 2, developed by Rockstar North and Rockstar San Diego, published by Rockstar Games. Marvel's Spider-Man, developed by Insomniac Games, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Astrobot Rescue Mission, developed by Japan Studio, published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. All right, those are our nominees, and I'm going to pick the winner from that list very soon, but first we have to hear from the community. What did they think?
Best Action Platformer of the Year is the easiest one that I could pick this year, and that is Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. This is an incredible action platforming game where you turn into different monsters, traverse a Metroidvania style of world. A must play this year.
I'm going to give this to Pixel Ripped 1989, which is a weird throwback game where you play in VR with a Game Boy, and you have to play that 2D side-scroller while interacting with the world around you. You're in a classroom and in a schoolyard, and then those worlds merge, so you're playing with a 2D side-scroller on like the real world. It's crazy, it's weird, I've never played anything like it. It works wonderfully in VR. It's so much fun.
So my pick for Best Action or Platformer, and I'm leaning a lot more towards Platformer here, would be Celeste. It's crazy hard, but super rewarding when you actually make your way up the mountain.
My favorite action adventure game has to be Spider-Man, and the main reason is because I just enjoyed exploring the open world of New York City so much. Not even just doing the story missions, which were fun on their own, but even the side missions and collecting all the bags. That alone was incredibly fun. It's one of those games that even after you finish it and getting a platinum trophy, I just want to go more and just swing around because it's just that fun.
There's a whole lot of web swinging action in Spider-Man PS4. Spider-Man, best action adventure.
For me, the best action adventure game of 2018 is A Way Out, which is an incredible game, incredibly unique, and a game that I love a lot. It's like nothing I've really ever experienced before, and I don't know if I'll ever experience anything like it again. It's a co-op game where you and your co-op partner share the screen at the same time for the entire duration of the game, and it allows for some really unique interactions between you and your co-op partner, and some really interesting and unique gameplay occurs because of that limitation. One of my favorite games this year.
In any other year, Spider-Man would have been Game of the Year. I mean, 2018 has been so crazy loaded with great games that I can only give it my action-adventure pick for the year. But I mean, it just encapsulated all that it means to be a superhero. Excelsior, rest in peace, Stan Lee. Spidey, Game of the Year. Action-adventure, Game of the Year.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
What was the best action-adventure game of 2018?
100% Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
That's right. We loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey here. Kevin put in something like 96 hours.
Woo!
I've got
98?
more than 85 hours in. What a game. Again, Assassin's Creed blowing us away. Taking so, they took a time off. They came back with Origins. It didn't click for most of us in the office. Then Odyssey comes out. Cassandra, an amazing character. Greece, an amazing place that felt like I was on a vacation. I just wanted to explore it all. 3 different main storyline beats that were all interesting. Side quests that were engaging. Dialogue choices that really felt like I was making a choice as who my Cassandra was. Then they keep patching it. They keep putting in more content. They keep putting in the ability to change that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is not only one of the best games of this year, it is the best Assassin's Creed game of all time.
Love that Greg hit on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That is an incredible game, and it's just unbelievable how many Assassin's Creed games there are, and it kind of gets lost in that, giant pile of great titles that came out before it. But Odyssey is something special, and good on Greg for bringing that up. We had some incredible action-adventure games this year. Let's go through these nominees for a second. Celeste keeps coming back up, and that is because this game is not just a little indie darling, it's not just tapping into nostalgia. Certainly, it plays with things that we are very familiar with, It plays with control mechanics, and it plays with racing from point A to point B across a two-dimensional playfield, but it's just so finely tuned. And what really sets this game apart is that there's a story that actually connects with you as you're reading through the dialogue bubbles that pop up, and you see all the twists and turns that the developers put into this title. It is absolutely beautiful, something very special, and definitely deserving of being up against these big games like God of War, which shocked all of us because we weren't expecting to care so much about Kratos and his family, but somehow Cory Barlog and his team wrote us a perfect, mature take on what would happen if we looked at Kratos through the lens of the technology that we have available to us and the storytelling prowess that we have available to us post The Last of Us. And it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a little overwhelming. There's almost too much put into the basket by Rockstar and its teams, and you can feel that it's kind of bursting at the seams, but it's really hard to put down. It's really hard to kind of refute. There is a tremendous experience in this game. There is also a lot of time kind of spent getting from an experience to another experience, but it's still beautiful and engaging and addictive, and the recently released Red Dead Online takes the game to a whole new level as well. Red Dead Redemption 2, absolutely one of the best titles of the year. Astrobot Rescue Mission is our only VR title in this category, and it deserves it because this game would play beautifully even if it wasn't in VR. Astrobot is such a beautiful experience, and if there is one VR game that I encourage everybody to check out, it is absolutely that one. So congrats on your nomination, but I think you all know who has taken home the Rocket and Raygun prize in this category. It's Marvel's Spider-Man, which keeps coming up again and again. And it wasn't so much that this was a game that reinvented the superhero genre or reinvented Spider-Man games for that matter, because there have been plenty of fantastic ones. It just had the whole package. It had all of the mechanics that you would want, all of the, puzzle solving, all of the boss fights, and it just felt fantastic to be Spider-Man, but then it was also wrapped up into a story that you really got invested in and you really cared for. It's an outstanding accomplishment and absolutely our action-adventure game of 2018.